Hey guys, in this video, I just want to talk through some of the sales pipeline management that we built in the demo for you to show your prospects and clients. Um, Sales pipeline management is something that every company we work with wants, um, but it's also one of those things that every company does very differently. And that's a huge strength. It's a really strength of Podio that you need to get across because we could build the system however they manage their sales, and we can customize the sales process so that automations happen when it needs to in order to make it more efficient. And that's not something that most other systems can do. Podio has a unique ability at being completely customized to their process. Um, so I'm going to show you some basics here, but you've got to remember that everything you see here could be completely customized for them. So when you're showing it, make sure you always emphasize the customization element of Podio. I'm in the CRM right now, and I'm just going to head over to the Game Changers company record again. Now, as you can see here, in the history, we've got the sales pipeline history as well. And we've got agreement signed, agreement sent, agreement sent. Now, this is one I just created seconds ago by clicking the Create Sales Pipeline Opportunity button. And you can see it's created and linked it here, so I have direct access to it. I did this just for efficiency's sake. Now in here I've added some basic information. I'm just going to put this back to qualified. And a basic description. And so a lot of this information is copied over. But then obviously you'd expect your sales team to be filling in and working a pipeline. Now we then have this section, which again, don't forget, it's all customizable, but this is assuming that it is you're producing something. So in this case, as a part of a sales pipeline, you'd expect them to give certain information on what that pipeline's about. Choose products, choose specifications, quantities, and all of that. We've set this up as a basic printing system because we've done a lot of work in the printing sector. But again, it's customizable. So things like job date date jobs due, shipping address, quantity, all of that is just one way of skinning this cat. Um, More importantly, financial information. We can choose. We've got the setup to choose between different currencies, number of invoices. You can have that as completely different sets, total values, fee structures, and then you can send letter of agreement via right signature. And this is something which, again, once a pipeline is done, we've worked it. Oh, we're ready. You simply go, make sure everything's filled in, go and click Send Letter of Agreement via right signature. Now, once that's done, you see it timestamps everything. It gives you a little sense that it is all of that has immediately happened, and you'll see an email has just come through, which I'm going to open up, which has my demo. There you go. That's the right signature. Thank you for your business. In order to proceed with your order, please click blah 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 blah. This is all right signature stuff, which you should know how to customize. I will quickly review that via right signature. So my customer has received my right signature, and it's giving me all the information. Now this is live in your system, so you are more than welcome to show people. And see, I've got this demonstration only, i.e., that you're not gonna bloody print these out and pretend like we're agreeing something. But everything's been synced right through. This is a very simple sales engagement agreement that we do tend to use with our clients. And all the information is here. It's a one-pager. It most importantly links that ID so that you've got all these IDs that carry through the whole way. That ID was automatically generated, by the way, and we can set that. You can set that up as however they want the IDs to happen. In this case, I'm just going to quickly sign it. Doesn't really matter, and I will date it. Sure, and yes, double authentication. There we go. Now going back into Podio, we will see that immediately we'll see it's updated. Signed agreement received for game C 717 blah blah blah. There's the agreement itself. You'll see that it is immediately switched the status to agreement signed, and it has dated in time, date stamped when the signed agreement happened. We would now be ready to do the next step. So for instance, if I wanted to create the invoices and send that to the finance system, I can click that button, and it is now in the background creating all the invoices for this project. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to um, send this to production. If I click that button, it's now actually sending that job to production, and everything has been created in production. If I wanted to create a project out of it and send it to project management, I would simply pick this project template I want and create the project, and there you go. Everything has been started to create in the background. You'll see here the invoices have been created as well. It should have been added up here too. There it is. So I can go ahead and put a due date for the invoice and send it to the client if I want to. So all of this can happen. I can create line items and everything. But we'll demonstrate the finance system in another video. The point is that all of these things link together, right? This is the thing to get across when you're talking about sales pipeline management. If I now go back to my Game Changers company, I can see the status of that sales pipeline. As projects are created in the system, those systems are linked, and the ID numbers are linked across the whole thing, so everything is connected. You can see here, there's the sales pipeline history. It's now marked as completed. Oh, there's a simple demo system project that we just created a second ago. All this stuff is linked together, and all of it will have a degree of customization that is more complete in Podio than any other system. That's really the thing to get across when you're demoing the sales pipeline. Feel free to build as many pipelines as you want. What's really nice is if you can preload pipelines before you do your meeting so that you can quickly show them things as opposed to typing them. And do feel free to show them how it translates into a project. Show them, once you get to know the finance system, you can show them how it goes from company to sales pipeline to project, invoicing, and how all that links together so the data is collected together. On the back of that, of course, don't forget, you can run very complex reports that we can build in Podio, which breaks down projects, all the finances. If you log everything up against it, you can look at a full sales pipeline from a time point of view, and we're also going to build you a live dashboard for this system so you can demonstrate what a live dashboard looks like, so that they could stick it on the wall and have big numbers and big graphs showing their progress for the day, for the month, for the year, or whatever like that. Particularly great for if you've got companies that work on sales targets quarterly or monthly. You can have a kind of base of here's where they need to go, and here's where they are right now. That's it.